Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience is fruitful. Please feel free to visit our website to find out how you can join our growing family. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. Also, share so others may enjoy as well. And we hope you would consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
Some of us are so incapable of doing the work necessary to heal from our emotional trauma that we're actually wearing the character flaws that come out of those emotional traumas as a badge of honor. For example, you hear people say, "Oh, I just tell it like it is." Well, sometimes you're just triggered from the hurt of your own trauma, and now you're simply being rude to try to hurt other people. Or you might hear people say, "My actions speak louder than my words." Well, sometimes you simply lack the effective communication skills because of your traumatic experiences for you to effectively communicate and express yourself. Or you hear people say, "I don't let nobody play with me, and if anybody does, they're going to get what they're looking for." Well, sometimes you lack emotional regulation, and because you're unable to regulate your emotions, not only are you being triggered, but you see yourself being controlled by a situation, and now you're simply lashing out.
Grand Rising Kings, Queens, and the entire spectrum in between. It is your boy Kwame, and I'm here with another episode of Pyro Power Hour. How y'all doing today? Y'all might notice that I am not here with my brother Kire Sanaj because he is back in school. We want to shout out and we want to thank God for Kire going back to school. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. Here come these queens having attitudes. Anywho, they have a Cupcake and Dr. Ho have an attitude right now. That's fine. Your nails look pretty, girl. Your nails look pretty. How you doing, girl? All right. Mm-hmm. Hey, Kevin, how you doing, King? Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Hey, CPBJ, how you doing? Yes, shout out to Kire. Shout out to Kire. Michaela, how you doing, little sister? How you doing, beautiful? So Deaf in the building. What's up, Raymond? Thank you for joining. Appreciate you guys. All right, y'all. So we have congratulations to Kire. Shout out to Kire. We want to continue to support him and make sure that in all his endeavors and all the things that he wants to do, that we are supportive and in all that he does. My light's not on. Hold on one second, y'all. But while I'm doing that, I want to let you guys know that we can't do this alone. We are expanding our Pyro Media family. We are making sure that our family is growing. Our Pyro Media, actually, not just our Pyro Media family, but our Pyro Power Hour team. We already added Miss Lisa in the beginning for the reality TV edition, and we are so happy to add Just Dominic to the reality TV edition as well. But we are here to invite and add another member to our team. I'm so excited, y'all. Ladies, gentlemen, everybody in between. Please help me welcome my brother from another mother, my cousin, Michaud, y'all, in the building. New host.
Cousin, hi, my love. How are you?
I am good. How you doing? You looking good and glowy.
She just had a fresh shower.
That's all you had?
That's all I have. Fresh load, maybe fresh shower afterwards. That's the freshest. That's the newest thing. See, all that other shit is my past. I don't talk about my past.
But
the first thing I had was a fresh shower.
But that's your business, though.
No, you tried to get cute. See, the problem with Kwame is he tried to get cute. He go talk about some y'all in the comments. Y'all's nails are cute. He always getting cute.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He don't like peace, y'all. And Kwame, please clarify.
I love my peace. Don't even try. You know I love my peace.
No, you don't love your peace. You love mess. He don't like peace.
No. You know I don't love mess, Eddie. I don't do that.
Okay, now we all have watched in real life time. He's lying, right? Okay, so let's please clarify. I will be on periodically with Kwame.
Yes.
This is not, the show is not starting a show.
No, because y'all try it. Y'all try
let's
to
clarify.
get the show is busy booked and he is not doing the shows. No,
Let's
he
clarify.
is an interim host.
Let's clarify.
He is
Hey,
an interim
Cupcakes. Hey, Candace.
host.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, this is just Pyro, Power Hour. Periodically, Michelle ain't starting no show. Because y'all would go, ooh, child, Michelle started a show. No, I'm not.
No.
You hearing it from my mouth. No, I'm not.
Oh, everybody's in. Hey, Just Robert, thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Yes. Everybody said, welcome, Michelle. Yes, we love Michelle. Yes.
Everybody, love y'all.
Yes, we love Michelle. Look at it. Hey, Michelle. And Michelle's amazing hair. Yes, come on. Hey, Michelle. And Michelle's amazing hair.
Hi.
Yes. Be back. Yes.
Hey, all y'all.
Yes. Everybody's gather around. Yes. How you guys doing? All right, y'all. All right.
And congratulations to Kire. Congratulations, Kire.
We love Kire. Yes, I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud.
Absolutely.
You could just stop, and he wants to continue to grow, and I'm very proud of him. So my dad always told me to remain a student, not necessarily a student. You don't always have to continue to go to college, but always remain a student of life. You always want to
remain a student of life. That's right.
Cupcake said we approve Michelle. Oh, y'all feeling better now? Y'all good now? You okay? Because I had attitudes this morning. Because I wouldn't tell you who it was.
Y'all funny. Well, I'm glad y'all approve of me, my lord.
Right, you know what I'm saying? It's up in here. My God. Hey, Coach Leslie, how you doing, Queen? Good morning. Thank you for joining. Yes, Kyrie. Dr. Holmes said, congratulations, Kyrie. Yes, we love Kyrie. Shout out to Kyrie. And if you're watching Kyrie, we love you. Continue to make sure you're paying attention. You shouldn't be watching right now. Watch the replay. Okay.
Congratulations, love bug.
Get your head in them books and out the damn train.
Okay, let's see. Kwame is so messy, y'all. Like, so messy. Jeez, just tell the man congratulations.
I'm just saying, we gotta keep him on track. We're his cousins. We love him.
Oh my God.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Pyro Power Hour. We love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys didn't tune in last night, make sure you guys catch the replay of Pyro Power Hour Reality TV Edition. It was a whole hoot. Okay?
Yes.
It was a whole hoot. So make sure you guys check it out. And also, if you get a chance, check out the morning vibings with myself yesterday morning as well. And I want to shout out Pyro Media Productions. Samuel and Derek came up with an idea called clip cuts, and so they've been taking snippets of each of the shows and going to be releasing them on the channel. So I think that's really cool to kind of drive people and understand what you don't have to watch the entire thing, but just kind of watch some good highlights. So that was really dope with them. And checking out, I saw the first clip cut of the Morning Vibings yesterday, so I'm looking forward to seeing which ones. Morning Vibings, Kwame's fans on.
They are shady. You got them like that. They act just like you. The whole section act just like you. Yes, they
don't. But in the nice time, they emulate. You gotta. That means you got like-minded people. It's all love.
Funny. That is too funny.
Y'all, make sure you also check out. Make sure you follow all social media platforms at Pyro Media Network. You can follow Pyro Media Network on all social media platforms. You can also follow Kyrie and I on all social media platforms. You can follow me on Kwame Speaks Official on all social media platforms, and Kyrie at Candid Conversations, Kyrie Sinaj on all social media platforms, with the exception of IG. It's _Kyrie_ again on IG. Michelle, where can they find you at?
At Michelle Laurie on all social media platforms. It is the same handle. Just put in my first and last name and you will find me.
Yeah. Michelle, your shirt looks really nice. Can you tell us a little bit about that shirt?
Pretty. So, of course, as you see, you cannot see the whole thing, and the site will be up. Kwame really got on my nerves about the site. He was like, why don't you just let me do it? No, I want to do it. However, I want to do it. It's been taking about 2 months. But there is some Moments with Michelle merch. It includes, of course, my logo, as you see there on many things. Of course, a saying or a quote from Moments with Michelle, and then at the end of it does have my name. And on the back, it has the logo for Moments with Michelle. The standard logo is blue and green, which promotes health and wellness from the mental health standpoint. That's why it's blue and green. But of course, I have some that are pink and white because I do love it on the shirt, right? Because all the shirts are black. So you'll be able to see those on the site very, very soon. But of course, many of you know Michelle has a job. I have a career. So Michelle cannot give his undivided attention to it all day long. So I'm able to do, region stuff and then do some of my stuff. So the site will be up. And of course, on the site, many of you know I do resume writing. I am a person that I don't just like to hear people complain about better. I like to help them with better. And so many of you are educated. You do have good skill sets. And the only reason you're not landing the jobs or the careers that you want is because your resume is bad.
It's
so
true.
That's why I'm here, to help you with your resume. So I do a lot of formatting and rewriting for resumes. So it's a lot of things that come up under the umbrella of MLE. So, just at me, inbox me, tell me what's up, and, I'll point you in the right direction if I'm not able to help you with yourself, okay? If I'm not able to help you myself, which usually I'm able to do it, but, we'll see. I'm able to point you in the right direction if not, okay?
Amen. Amen.
All right.
We love that. We love that. You better be helping the children out there. It's really true because a lot of these programs like ZipRecruiter and all these different programs that these companies use, they don't read all of them. It's a scanning thing. So if you don't have the resume written right and it doesn't have the right keywords, it's not going to pick up. So you're missing a lot of amazing talent that could be in there, or you could be missing your opportunity because your resume is not right. Oh, look at that. Coach said, I'll be contacting you, Michelle.
Please do. Please do. It's the same at Michelle Larry. Just please contact me. Because Kwame, like you said, it's very simple stuff. I mean, you can have one word missing and you miss a whole opportunity, and you're educated and licensed for it. So hit me up so I can review that and tell you what you're missing.
Exactly. Shout out to Michelle, helping the people and the children. We love the show.
Helping the children.
Helping the children. All right, y'all. Well, y'all know when to subscribe to all things. And then look at Cupcake, just an amazing mod over here. She put in the show's YouTube.
She's not the sweetest.
She is awesome, man. She's
the sweetest. She's sweet.
I don't know if she's sweet. Sometimes she's a little bitter, but she's awesome. She's awesome.
He always gotta have a moment, Lord.
You don't understand the abuse that she puts me through in these text messages, okay? Y'all don't understand.
Ain't nobody.
She hurts me.
She all right. You all right.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Maybe Michelle can update Kwame's resume and put his fans only on it and make it sound all fancy. You see how she started? I didn't even say anything.
That's exactly what I'm gonna put on there. That's exactly what I'm put on there. His fans only and his only fans.
Hey, it's a skill set.
Oh, that's a skill set. Okay.
Speaking of the best mod in these YouTube streets.
Yes.
Cupcake is that best mod up in these YouTube streets. We want to shout out Cupcake and thank you for all that you do, Quinn. We love you. Even though we joke around, that's my girl, that's my sister from another mister. All right, Bentley time. Cupcake's nephew or fur nephew. Hey girl, how you doing? All right, I gotta give him a couple of seconds because they said I'd be rushing through. So here you go. Just Dominic said Cupcake is an angel. Oh, okay.
She really is.
I like this new alliance that just Dominic and Cupcake got. Okay.
Dr. Hope said, Michelle, you would have made an awesome teacher. Oh no, I'm good. Michelle and Chaps is like oil and water. I'm good.
Not Chaps.
No, I wouldn't have made an awesome teacher.
You said Chaps.
Chaps. Yeah, me and Chaps are like oil and water. If they can do it virtually, that's all right. But I don't want to engage. No, I'm good.
I cannot deal with you. All right, y'all.
Keep the Chaps.
Keep the Chaps. Thank you so much for your time. You know what?
Chaps.
Michelle said this to the damn Chaps.
Not today, Satan. Not today, neck. Not today, ankles. We don't have it.
We don't have it. No Chaps.
No Chaps. Not today, ankles, honey. She's showing up. Ooh, baby.
Candace reminds me a lot of you.
Who?
Candace. She's from Real Housewives of Potomac.
How so?
Our private conversations. That's all.
Yeah. Let's have our private conversation. You are the shadiest, Kwame. I swear.
You have a good read.
Kwame, you are the shadiest. I promise. I don't read. I do not read, y'all. I am innocent. I really don't bother nobody. I stay to myself. I'm always at church and stuff, at Macy's. I'm living holy. I don't bother nobody. I promise. For real. I promise. Not too much on that bun. I promise.
Okay, girl. We were gonna be here. Come here, be honest and open and transparent. Apparently not.
Oh.
That's not the show.
Y'all don't engage in this. Church in Macy's. That's right,
okay, girl.
Church in Macy's. That's where you catch me.
We're gonna catch me talking about me too, Michelle. me?
We don't match them vibes, do we, Kevin? No shade. We don't do shady shit.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, he acted like this because he couldn't do this last night.
Ooh. You know what? I thought the Pyromaniacs were well behaved, but I see y'all are not. I don't know how this is gonna work because I thought y'all was on y'all's best behavior. You know, no, y'all not. No, y'all not.
All right, y'all. We gotta get into some breaking news. Let's go ahead and go. All right, this guy, Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio, or Kire, whatever his name is, sentenced to 22 years in prison, which is the longest a January 6th defendant has been given. Take a look.
We're going to turn now to the former leader of the far-right group, the Proud Boys, who just received the longest prison sentence so far after the assault on the Capitol. A judge ordered Enrique Tarrio to serve 22 years, more than 2 decades, for his role in plotting, planning, and orchestrating the January 6th siege. Scott McFarlane was there in the courthouse in Washington during the sentencing.
Convicted of seditious conspiracy, hatching and executing the plot to block the peaceful transfer of power, Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio received his sentence Tuesday. Tarrio wasn't actually in Washington on January 6th, but prosecutors argued he galvanized the Proud Boys and committed a calculated act of terrorism, calling him not a leader, but the leader of the conspiracy. Judge Tim Kelly agreed, citing a message Tarrio sent to followers celebrating the January 6th attack, reading, "Make no mistake, we did this." Then he sentenced Tarrio to 22 years in prison, the longest sentence in any January 6th case.
Mr. Tarrio was the leader of this riot on January 6th that attacked the Capitol, regardless of whether he was present or not. And because of that, he got the longest sentence, more than his lieutenants received.
The prison term was short of the 33 years prosecutors sought, following a pattern the judge set with other Proud Boys members recently sentenced for seditious conspiracy. Tarrio's mother and sister both wept as they asked the judge to show leniency before Tarrio, in his orange jail jumpsuit, said he was sorry for his actions, called his case a bitter pill to swallow, and said the injured police officers deserved better, and acknowledged he knew Donald Trump lost the 2020 election. Tarrio's lawyer spoke after leaving court.
There'll be a day and a time where an appeal will come, and we expect the appeal to come soon.
The prosecution of the U.S. Capitol attack is the largest in American history, with nearly 1,100 defendants. I've been to a lot of these hearings, haven't seen a crowd the size we saw yesterday at Tarrio's hearing, roughly 100 people. Nate, clearly Tarrio had some supporters, but also his number of detractors.
Mm-hmm. Good luck, girl.
Well, all I got to say is, in the words of Cupcakes, of course, you know, enjoy your stay. The thing is this, y'all thought that was okay. And the sad part, Kwame, is if it was more of this instead of this, oh, baby, y'all can forget waiting this long. They would have threw y'all in there that day and would have let you out for more than 2 decades. They would have found a reason to mess with you. So, no, I don't feel bad. You think they're for you, and your tail got in the courtroom and they showed you how they feel. You weren't about to be no lenient. No, they weren't about to let you off. So enjoy your stay. And you better behave or you're going there and it'll be longer. So go in there and get cute if you want to, and it'll be longer. And then Wikipedia is so messy because they done updated them as a convicted felon and everything. You know, I just can't take. I think some of the Pyromaniacs work for Wikipedia because that update came pretty quick.
Not the Pyromaniacs. Don't be blaming about my Pyromaniacs like that. They ain't got nothing to do with it.
That was
my cousin who works in Fanny. Hold on, my cousin who works in Fanny office on ATL. Stay tuned. People starting to flip out on it. Ooh, exclusive. Allegedly, we gotta say allegedly because we can't.
I'm sitting and watching, Kwame. I don't know about you, but I'm sitting and watching every bit of it. I ain't letting none of it get by.
With all my tea.
Yeah, I don't feel bad at all. And you know, usually I'm a lenient person, like, oh no, but the junk he taught, And how you sat there and conducted that, and then you thought you were smart enough not to be there on the 6th and turn around and say, oh, well, to make no mistake about it, we did this. Yeah, okay, well, put your money where your mouth is, and now you got time. Time is money. Enjoy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hey, Inspire, how you doing? Thank you for joining, Queen. Appreciate you. She says, I'm glad these folks are being held accountable. Now, listen.
Not everybody.
That's what I'm saying. I was going to say that. Not everybody was being held accountable. But I want to say something about this one right here. And about this whole situation. January 6th disrespected me, in ways that I did not expect. Mm-hmm. I know that, I'm highly critical of this country and all of the things that it has done. But at the end of the day, this is where I was born. This is where I was raised. And I'm not Canadian. I'm not, from France. I wasn't even born in Africa. I have ancestry there, but I'm an American here, right? And so all of us on here, at least those who to my knowledge, was born in America, right? And so I don't understand how you can go to a space that is considered one of our highest, governmental honors and or sacred spaces and degrade it like that. And then in the same breath, say that you're a patriot.
Right.
In the same breath. And half of these people are not even prior service.
Yeah. But the sad part is they do this. This right here, this is just a matter of showing you Karma can really be that girl. Because really, they wasn't expecting it. Because look how long it's been. They wasn't expecting this to be so.
No.
You thought you could get away, and you did not get away.
And they were expecting their orange savior to help them out.
And he can't even help his own problems. He can't even help himself right now. I don't feel bad. Karma's doing what karma should do. There's good karma and there's bad karma. So, I mean, whatever you do is going to come back. So I don't feel bad at all. You thought that was cute. And the sad part is, if it was black folk that did that, baby, they would have killed most of y'all on the scene. Then would have turned around and put the remainder and whatever left in prison. So, no, I don't feel bad. I sure don't.
Yeah.
Not at all. But I must say, my fleshly side does want to say, he is pretty handsome in this picture. Repentance is for everybody. And I just want to know if he repent and turn from his wicked ways, I will, you can always write me. I'll write you back, a few calls. I know he divorced. I just wanted to throw that in there. You never know. We got to be there for the brethren. So if he repent and turn from his ways, call me. I'm just saying. Shameless plug. Sorry. Sorry.
All right. Let's move on with the show. I think that was a lot.
Not too much in the comments. Dr. Ho said he was thinking the same thing. So Kwame, I'm telling you, it's the Pyromaniacs. That shit is contagious. I don't even act like this. This is y'all.
Oh really?
This is y'all. This ain't even me.
Really? You know what? You lucky I'm a loyal friend.
It's the Pyromaniacs. It's not me.
Let's see what's happening today, y'all. That's going to end all of our breaking news at the moment. Let me just double check before we go. I want to make sure that there is no other... Oh, that's TikTok. That's not what I want. I keep forgetting this whole X thing that they got going on. It's Twitter, girl. Stop trying to make it seem cute.
Hey, everybody. Hey, So Dev. Hey, Lamar.
Oh, breaking news. Judge rules Trump is liable in second E. Jean Carroll defamation case with jury to decide damages in January. So, yeah.
Kwame.
This is not a good look, Trump. It's not looking good for you, brother.
You know what? You know what's aggravating me? The fact that we're going through all of this as if we didn't watch it in real life time. Just go ahead and throw him in there for 60 years or whatever you got to do. Just get him out the way. I'm tired of the updates. There's nothing he's innocent about. I hate going to trial.
Hey, Lamar. How you doing, King?
Trial determines guilty. Hey, Lamar. Trial determines guilty or innocent. There is no innocence. Just go ahead and throw him away. Just throw him away, please. I'm tired of the updates of him.
This may not be no more.
It is.
All right, y'all. Let's get into what's happening today. Today is National Read a Book Day. National Read a Book Day on September 6th calls all book lovers to indulge in their favorite hobby guilt-free, bringing new worlds to life. Books enlighten us and transport us on exciting adventures. They are they can challenge our perspectives on the human experience in ways unmatched by our media. In a world deluged by technology, National Read a Book Day encourages us to silence the noise and turn the pages for a while. And if you don't like reading books, but you still want to ingest knowledge, you can go ahead and use our Audible code, which will be there shortly. Shout out to audible.com, one of our sponsors of Pyro Media Network. Yes! Happy National Read a Book Day.
I was thinking the same thing in the comments. Cupcake say, didn't we already have this day? I thought we did, but to save face, I mean, just go to Facebook. It's a book, face, you read. Just read. Just read. Fuck, I mean, excuse me, y'all, it's early. Just read. Just read. A magazine, a Bible, coupon book, just read.
So I think that there is there's national and then there's like international Read a Book Day. So I think the one that we did before was international. I could be wrong, but I have to check that. But it said September 6th is National Read a Book Day.
Turn your captions on the TV. I mean, just read. Just read.
Read the scroll.
Yeah, read.
Do something.
And while you're reading the scroll, hit that cash app for Kwame. That's what you do.
Thanks God. How about that?
While you reading that scroll.
You better bring up an offering.
Come on,
hey, y'all. Today's the birthday of the day. We're still in Virgo season. Shout out to all of the Virgos. Earth signs up. And let's go ahead and get into first. Hold on. Machota, you ready?
Yeah, let's see this. I feel like let's just see this.
Do you have some towels?
Now you know she keeps a good. I keep on a depend.
Okay.
Because she has a heavy flow.
Oh, heavy flow. Heavy.
Who is this about to
happy
be?
birthday to Idris Elba.
Honey, I love me some him.
He is a very beautiful man. Very childlike.
I'll never love this way again. Happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All inches of you, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, sir.
Oh, God.
Your yams.
Spare him, Lord. Please spare him.
Give him grace, Lord.
Ooh.
My God. Okay. All right. So Idris Elba, Idrissa Acuna Elba, otherwise known as Idris Elba, is an English actor, writer, producer, musician, DJ, rapper, and singer. I did not know any of those last two.
Me
neither. Is known for roles including Stringer Bell in the HBO series The Wire, DCI John Luther in the BBC One series Luther, and Nelson Mandela in the biographical film Mandela. Long Walk to Freedom in 2013. He has been nominated 4 times for a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor, Miniseries, or Television Film, winning 1, and was nominated 5 times for a Primetime Emmy Award. Shout out to Idris Elba and happy birthday to you, you delicious chocolate man.
Oh, my favorite role was him in Daddy's Little Girls. Ever since then, I just love
that. Was a good movie.
I love a mechanic, just big hand, rusty mechanic. I just love it.
Yeah, just ooh.
I'm trinkling. I'm splashing.
Hold on. Cupcake said, shout out to Tony Braxton. I caught it.
You caught that?
Yeah, Cupcake.
You caught that?
You got that whistle.
Baby.
My God. Yes. Favorite authors? Favorite authors. What do you mean inspire?
I guess for the National Read a Book Day or whatever, I guess.
Oh.
Clean up on aisle 6.
Sorry, I got distracted.
Dr. Holt Hush. I got on a depend. I'm good.
Okay.
For this segment, I always wear a depend.
But just for this. Honorable mentions go to Macy Gray. Macy Gray is an American R&B and soul singer, songwriter, musician, record producer, and actress. She is known for her distinctive raspy voice and singing style, heavily influenced by Billie Holiday. Happy birthday to you, girl. I'm so side-eyeing her.
Why? Why you side-eyeing her?
With that whole trans thing that the transphobic comment she was making. Yeah, I'm so sad on you because you didn't have to say all that, girl. But it's fine.
No, you didn't.
Happy birthday to you.
I mean, I shade her for her voice because I can't stand to hear her talk. But I mean, Macy, you shouldn't have said that because we really don't want to hear you say anything. Your voice is, oh my God, we don't want to hear anything.
It's really all we needed.
Yeah, that's enough.
But we try to say goodbye, but we choke. Let's move on to Foxy Brown. Happy birthday to you. Inga Fung Marshad, aka Foxy Brown, is a name. Is an American rapper, model, songwriter, and actress. She is best known for her solo work, as well as numerous collaborations with other artists, and her brief stint as part of hip-hop group The Firm. Brown was raised in Brooklyn, New York, where her father, Winston Marshad, abandoned the family at a young age to pursue his career at ERAC Records. Her albums include Il Na Na in 1996, followed by China Doll in 1999, and Grammy-nominated Broken Silence in 2001. She also performed on the 1997 debut album by The Firm, the only album to be released by that group to date. She has held an extensive record and served some time in jail. Happy birthday to you. I don't even know why that last part was needed.
Yeah, you were real shady. I was about to say, first of all, she likes to fight and show out. So if she pull up at
your house, I didn't write it.
If she pull up at your house, I don't want to hear no complaining because you got real cute. You don't have to say nothing about her daddy or bad in the family, none of that shit. All you have to do is say she's amazing and talk about how beautiful her eyes and eyebrows always compliment each other. But you want to get cute. Like you don't know she turned that nail salon out when that lady got cute with her. And you did that on purpose. But so when she come to your house, I don't want to hear it. Foxy,
I didn't write this with y'all.
Foxy, I love you.
I did not write this.
Your daddy. You wrong.
First of all, Michonne, I did not write this, number one. And two, Foxy Brown, you know you my girl. So don't try it.
To read, you have to look. You looked at that sentence before you read it. You did that. I guess you did. You wrong. She turned that nail salon out, and you gonna be next. See, y'all mess with her and then say she mean. When she turned that nail salon out, when she come to your house, I don't want to hear nothing. Just keep on. Baby, she attacked them manicurists up there in that nail salon. When she come up there to Kwame and tear that house up, I don't want to hear nothing. Y'all go down there and protect Kwame because y'all know she crazy. Oh, Cupcakes, ain't she Bishop Greasy cousin? Who? Foxy or Macy? It's her birthday. Who you talking about, Cupcakes?
You talking about Foxy, but that's not Foxy Brown's cousin, is it? She sounds like Tommy Pickles from Rugrats. Don't do that to her.
She must be talking about Macy.
Oh yeah, I think she's talking about Macy. Foxy is Whitehead's cousin.
What? Oh, I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that at all.
Oh, Michaela said she didn't because she has a lot of mental issues and she's gonna. Wait, what are you talking about? What is going on? Y'all have y'all inside conversation.
She did it because she has a lot of mental health issues. Okay.
Oh, I think she may be talking about Macy. Oh, Macy. No. Maybe Foxy for having the charges. I don't know.
I'm not saying shit about Foxy because if you tear up a nail salon, you tear up anything. I'm not saying.
You really will. You really will.
How she look on this picture? How she look? I believe she crazy.
You know what?
Leave her alone.
You're not crazy, girl. That was Michelle that said that. I didn't say nothing. You good girl. We love you. Have a good day. Rock out. New York all day. We love you, girl. Last but not least, we want to wish a happy birthday to the legendary CeCe Peniston. Cecilia Veronica CeCe Peniston is an American singer and former beauty queen. In the early 1990s, she scored 5 #1 hits on the U.S. Billboard Hot Dance Music / Club Play. Her signature song, Finally, reached the #5 spot on the Hot 100 and #2 in UK Top 75. Shout out to CeCe Peniston and happy birthday to you, Queen.
Yeah.
And happy birthday to everyone that has a birthday on September 6th. We want to wish you a happy birthday as well. Michaela was talking about Tommy Pickles. My comment was about Macy Gray. Got it. Okay, I want to share. Okay, we're good. Okay, we clarified. We're not talking about you, Foxy. We love you, girl.
Don't try to clean it up now. Just lock your doors and call the police. That's what you better do.
That's what I'm
She's
doing.
coming. She's gonna tear that house up.
Cece Pedersen, grandmother was my grandmother's name. All right now, come on now.
Wow.
Kevin Moore says, Cece, my girl. She is. I met her once. She's actually really, really nice. Really nice woman. So shout out to you, Cece. We love you, girl. Thank you for all that you do. Okay, so there was a viral moment that happened. I saw somebody sent this to me on TikTok, and I was just very confused.
Oh Lord.
So let's watch.
Let's watch.
Is that a place and a point for them to raise that, or is it a done deal by the time Trevor Manuel?
It's actually an opportunity for members of parliament to actually digest and go through the documentation that is going to be presented to the public. And the opportunity for proper engagement is actually after the tabling of the...
So first of all, when the first one snapped, why did you do anything?
That's what I'm saying, Michelle. Let's dissect this for a second, because I really want to know.
Is that a place and a point for them to raise that, or is it a done deal by the time Trevor Manuel?
It's actually an opportunity for members of parliament to actually digest and go through the documentation.
So when you heard that first snap, you didn't say, "Wait a minute, we got a problem, Houston."
And am I the only one that's ever leaned on the table, like, hold your body weight off the chair or some shit? Like, he's clearly at a table, so what are you doing?
And furthermore, what place are you at where they have, like that? Was it a lawn chair that you got from the 99-cent store?
And this looked like an old video, like it's from the 90s or something. They probably had some raggedy wooden chairs.
No, that didn't sound like wooden. It sounded like plastic.
It must have been.
That is going to be presented to the public. And the opportunity for proper engagement is actually after the tabling of the...
And then it snaps a couple of more times, right before there's the final decline. You didn't think that it would be a good idea for you to just get the hell up?
Most people lean on the table. They know how to hold their body weight or lean their body weight off of the chair. So I'm like, how did you not wing that?
Michelle, if the chair didn't know how to hold his body weight up, how the hell you think he knew how to hold his body weight up?
Well, I want to say that the chair was the issue. That's what I want to say, is that it's the chair and not him. Because if you feel like if you ever sat down, you be like, let me just be a little secure.
Just lean in.
I don't know. I guess.
Whew. Well, that was a viral moment. That was a viral moment for today, y'all. Just stand up, sir. What are you going through?
Anything.
Dr. Hall is laughing. What are you laughing for? Should have gotten up at the first pop.
Yeah, first pop, I would have moved, for real.
Anywho. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into...
And y'all stop laughing for y'all damn chairs breaks and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I'm not laughing.
Let's get into the rundown. Before we get into the rundown, we're going to take a quick commercial break because we got to pay the bills. We got to pay the bills. All right, y'all. Stay tuned. We got more with Michelle. Thank you, Michelle, for joining in. We're going to get into this rundown. We got a lot to talk about, so stay tuned. Right?
Yeah.
Our hour. This episode is sponsored in part by Bullet and Flight Radio. Get ready to uplift your spirit with Bullet and Flight Radio, the world's leading progressive Christian radio station. Experience the vibrant fusion of gospel house music and a rich medley of inspiration from all musical genres that'll make your heart soar. Join their extraordinary lineup of today's trailblazers, visionaries, and voices that matter, all sharing their stories and wisdom. Stay plugged in around the clock as they broadcast unmissable content 24/7. Your go-to station for all things inspiring. Become a pilot today by visiting bulletandflightradio.com. Bullet and Flight Radio. Your story, our station. Step away from the chaos and noise of your daily life. Experience moments for yourself that are calm, serene, and full of peace. A necessary respite to foster growth within you, because self-care should be luxurious. Luxe and Noir. This episode is brought to you by Audible, an Amazon company. Partnering with Audible, an Amazon company, to provide you a 30-day free trial of their Audible Premium Plus subscription for our audience exclusively. You will get 1 free credit, or 2 credits if you're a Prime member, good for any premium selection titles you like, and it's yours to keep. The Audible Plus catalog of podcasts, audiobooks, guided wellness, and Audible originals, listen all you want, no credits needed. And you'll also get a friendly email reminder before your trial ends. To take advantage of this offer, you can click on the link in the comments or use this special QR code by using your mobile device. Audible, an Amazon company. All right, let's get back to the show. And we're back by popular demand. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are just tuning in with Michaud Laurie. Thank you for joining.
Hey, love bugs.
If you are just tuning in and just joining, make sure you hit that like button on your way in, grab your seat, get comfortable, hit that subscribe button, and share so everybody can join in as well. And if you want to make sure that you stay tuned to when we upload or when we go live, you can go ahead and hit that notification bell and stay active. Don't forget to check out all of those sponsored. If you're listening on Bullet of Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian and inspirational radio station in the world, you can go ahead and head over to pyromedianetwork.com and get our sponsor links there as well. All right, y'all. It's time for the rundown. Oh, wait. Before we get into the rundown, shout out to the client of the quarter, because the Torch quarter 3, the 2023 Torch, which is our newsletter, our quarterly newsletter, came out, and we want to shout out the one and only Tasha Champion for being the client of the quarter. She is our client of the quarter. She does have her show. She is Phenomenal live right here on Pyro Media Network. And it will be returning back from its hiatus next Wednesday. And you can catch her show every Wednesday at, make sure I know, at, is it 5:15? Did we change it? Hold on 1 second. 5:30. 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Wednesday starting next week. So shout out to Tasha Champion and all that she does for, and just being phenomenal. That's my good sis over there.
Kwame, I want to know this. Why is your mod showing out in the comment section? She gonna ask Michaud, how does Kwame, how does the Canada voice make you feel? Talk about Lux and Noir. Does it make me want to make my soul go? Let me explain something to you, Cupcakes. I called Kwame this morning, and Kwame had on his Lux and Noir boys.
I did not.
Yes, he did. And I said, is this Lux and Noir today? It really caught me off guard. I said, here you go. I'm drinking my coffee. Oh, okay.
Look at Cupcake's profile picture.
Oh, you know what? I'll wrap all of this up. I'm not doing this with her today. I'm not doing this with her today. Baby, don't y'all call Kwame in the morning. He gonna have his Lux and Noir boys. I said, Kwame, what you doing? Oh, I'm drinking my coffee. Oh, okay.
I was.
It was very much Barry White, but okay. All right. Drinking your coffee.
Did you feel so?
Did I you know, see, the thing with me, I don't do uncooked men. I like my, I like my meat and my bread a little dark. So no, he didn't do much.
Now wait a minute. Now one thing about me, girl, I'm not uncooked. Okay? All right? I may be a little lightly toasted, but I'm not uncooked. Okay? Let's get that quite straight.
I'm the girl that'll put the bread back in. It's not dark enough. I was like, oh.
I guess you're not the same.
Not too much. It's all. I'm tired of light breaks always trying for us. Y'all's time of year almost there.
It was so nice having Michaud on the show. It was just great. It was so nice having him here. We're gonna go ahead and continue the rest of the show.
Listen. Oh
my God! I just joked about what a good time.
Yeah. He had his fans only voice on. It gave very much. But you know what? I seen Kwame on Twitter, and I knew it was him when they started talking. I said, "That's Kwame."
Oh,
I promise you, I did. As soon as I heard the person's voice on the video on Twitter, I said, "That is Kwame." I knew it was him. It was the same voice as Lux Noir. I swear, it was him. He had on a red. I'll tell y'all after the show. Inbox me at Michelle Laurie. Inbox me. I'll tell you about it.
Well, this has been great having Michelle as this is first and last time. All right, let's get into the rundown. First story up. It was a present fit for a queen. Beyonce was left speechless Monday after music legend Diana Ross stopped by her star-studded Renaissance tour to sing happy birthday to the Partition singer. The Motown legend, who made her grand appearance at the end of the show, stepped out wearing a shimmering black dress complete with feather cuffs, causing the 70,000 plus crowd to go upside down with delight, according to a TikToker. Rumors that the Love Hangover songstress might appear had been circulating for weeks since Beyonce, 42, sang at Ross's birthday in 2019. Happy birthday, happy belated birthday to the queen herself. I know it was on Labor Day, but she still rocked out. She still did her thing. Yeah. She still performed for you guys, so that's amazing that she does. She just works so damn hard. I'm just really proud of her.
Can we just get into the fact this is her at 42? She ain't aged, y'all. Like, she's not aging at all.
At all. And
now, I'm not a major fan, but she looked good.
You're not a what?
I'm not a major fan,
but
she looks good. You know, you have to say, I don't want the beehive to kill me. I don't want to get stung.
Yeah,
just saying. She looked good though. 42.
She looks phenomenal. She looks
phenomenal at 42.
And I just think that it's dope that Diana Ross, who Beyonce played, Dreamgirls was allegedly about the
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But she allegedly played the character that was supposed to be Diana Ross. And I just thought that was dope. So
yeah.
And for her to come out and do that for her, that was amazing. So that's beautiful. I'm just happy for her. Congratulations.
Iconic moment. Iconic moment. Yeah.
All right. Sorry, we had to start the day out, nicely. Now we got to go and have. All right, Inspire. Thank you for joining, Queen. We'll see you on the replay.
See you, love.
Start out with some good news. Now we got to get into some real stuff. So, COVID. It looks like it's making a rise. We got some variants, y'all. Take a look.
From the White House to concert and sports arenas, even daytime TV, a reminder that COVID-19 has not gone away. As health experts say, a late summer wave of cases is now leading to an uptick in hospitalizations, though still well below pandemic peaks.
We haven't reached a predictable pattern with the virus. That's why we have to care. And we're seeing incredible mutations and changes in the virus.
Among those now on their second round with the virus, First Lady Dr. Joe Biden, who's experiencing mild symptoms, we're told, and staying in Delaware.
President Biden tested negative last night for COVID-19 and tested negative again today. He's not experiencing any symptoms.
That diagnosis led President Biden to break out a face mask during a Medal of Honor ceremony Tuesday before later removing it. As some Americans are choosing once again, it's time to cover up in public. While on TV,
as you can see, Whoopi is not here. She has COVID.
The View's 27th season kicked off without moderator and co-host Whoopi Goldberg. The U.S. Open is underway, missing the often colorful commentary of tennis legend John McEnroe. Even heavy metal rockers Metallica forced to reschedule a show in Arizona. All disruptions from a virus that most experts don't think will leave us anytime soon, if ever.
Does this just underscore how persistent COVID is?
It underscores that this is a novel virus that's trying to survive.
The good news, the FDA says existing at-home tests can detect new variants. And the CDC could vote as early as next week to approve new boosters, which experts say everyone should consider, even if you're young and healthy.
The trick is to just stay ahead of it and to keep rates low enough so that we can enjoy our lives without being bothered by it all the time.
Okay, one thing doctors are still actively studying and concerned about, the effects of long COVID, people who've had COVID for a very long time. Experts say sometimes people aren't getting diagnosed properly, and they're still trying to determine the guidance for what to do if you experience it. Craig, one of my best friends from Denver, he's had it now for 3.5 years. It is utterly debilitating. Our thoughts go out to those folks.
Yeah, my wife as well, long COVID for a couple of years now. Tom Costello for us there.
So what are your thoughts?
Kwame, to me, honestly, it is going around. Now, I'm going to tell you, of course, we had Black Gay Pride here in Atlanta during the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
When I woke up yesterday morning, I felt horrible. So, of course, I knew immediately. I took me some medicine, but I detoxed. I took a test that I was negative. Yeah. When you're out having fun like that, you're not thinking about COVID. And we were all out there. Of course, you're hugging, you're dabbing up. Oh, my gosh, I ain't seen you. Oh, my God, you didn't tell me you was in town. Like, events like that are super spreaders. It gets crazy. And I know y'all done had plenty parties and those kind of parties this weekend. Y'all better go get tested. You better boost up on your vitamins. Listen, if you like me, I was taking Thermoflu, Alka-Seltzer, Cold, and Plus. Listen, everything. So I tested negative. I feel good today. But stuff like this, you better be careful, because my manager, of course, they're back in Birmingham, Alabama. They were sick bad. They were like, because I said, well, I'm going to come in. And they told me, like, we're not feeling good at all. I was like, listen, I'll wait a couple weeks. I'm good on it. I'm telling y'all now, boost up. I don't care. I'm boosting. I don't care. I'm boosting. I don't want this stuff, because you can't, don't underestimate it. That should have messed around and had you in a hospital, dead somewhere for real. Don't play with COVID.
And hospitalizations are going up. I was just looking at CBS News this morning. They were talking about this whole situation. I wasn't going to have this in here, but I ended up putting it in last minute. And so, just because, like, I just feel like people need to be more cautious of these type of things, and like really just kind of think about how they're navigating, their extracurricular activities, and how they're navigating anything. Just kind of, really paying attention to what they're doing, because it never left. It never left. It was never eradicated, because we had people that just didn't, care, and or were being, a little reckless with things. So I know COVID has affected me and a lot of different people in major ways. Not necessarily that I got it, but more of the situation of, of people passing away. So, the Delta variant was very deadly. And I don't put nothing past, like, and I still believe that something else is going to be coming. We're always constantly battling viruses. We always are constantly battling mutations, and we don't know what this could turn into. We don't know if there's something else around the corner. So we just need to be careful and really, vigilant in what we do and how we navigate things and taking care of ourselves. So,
but as soon as we get comfortable, there's always a rise in cases. That's why you can't. You can't let up. I went and bought 2 things of Lysol, one for the car and one for the house. I'm like, I know that's right. I do not want it. I don't want it. I'm sorry.
It's not needed. Keep it keep it cute.
Right,
y'all. So do what you got to do. Get boosted. Keep your vitamins up. Keep your immune system healthy. Do what you need to do. Yeah. All right, y'all. Next story up is this Orange County man, and not Orange County, California. Orange County, Florida. It's always Florida. Orange County man accused of unaliving his sister over a power bill. Check this out.
Behind bars after he's been accused of shooting 2 of his own sisters.
West News' Bob Hazen is live at the Orange County Jail. And Bob, this man is expected to go before a judge later on today.
Yeah, that's right. We know one of the sisters did die. The other is in the hospital, and the brother is now here at the Orange County Jail. Now, that man is 37-year-old Roby Severe. The Orange County Sheriff's Office says he was arrested for first-degree murder for killing his sister, Miguel Brown, who turned 41 years old this week. Now, deputies say they were called to a house on Charles Street in Pine Hills around 10:30 yesterday morning because of the shooting, and that's where they found Brown, who'd already died at the scene. The second sister was hurt. She was taken to the hospital and is expected to survive. At this point, the criminal complaint for Severe has not been released yet, so we don't know exactly what led up to this shooting. Court records do show that all 3 siblings were involved in a dispute over ownership of the house where all 3 had been living. But again, the sheriff's office hasn't said exactly what they think led up to it. They do call this a domestic incident. We do expect Roby to go in front of a judge later on today. Reporting live at the Orange County Jail, Bob.
You know, go ahead, Michelle, before I say anything.
Child, they always say, my great grandma and them down back home in Gas on the Planet, they always say, crazy don't have a certain look. Crazy ain't a certain person. You can't put shit past nobody. Because, baby, your brother done shot both of y'all and one of y'all is dead. A light bill.
It ain't that deep.
I'm good on people. I'm real good on people. This is why I'm big on, and I don't know the logistics behind it. I haven't read the details. I'm real good on no roommates. I'm real good on my bills is my bills. I'm real good on, I don't call nobody on the first of the month. And I'm happy about that. Like, I tell people, being independent, because stuff like this, you wouldn't expect it to come from nothing like this. But this just goes to show you how crazy people are. Because he done killed his sister over a light bill. Now, I'm real good on all of that. Y'all can have it. I'll pay my own bills and everything. I'm good with me. That's why I go to Macy's and back home. I'm good by myself. I promise. I don't never need a plus one. I'm good.
You at this Macy's, yeah.
I'm good. I'm real good. I'm good.
Really though, I mean, honestly, like at this point, it's just it boggles my mind what people will get into it with, and also just the lack of because we're talking about yet again. Clearly, it was Black women, you know that so it boggles my mind the lack of respect and the lack of protection that we have over our queens, and it really it's becoming a common theme, and it really is disgusting.
Yeah, that's true.
But we're gonna get to that. So, in pop culture, Tamar and Spice, which is the cast member on Love and Hip Hop, is it Atlanta? The internet tried to get them. They really did. The internet tried to get them to start beefing with each other, and fortunately, they picked up a phone and called each other. So the internet was trying to say that Tamar was shading Spice and was trying to justify that Erica Mena should have called her a monkey. And this is where they got it from.
Her saying monkey, that's racist.
It is.
It is racist, and you are used to calling Black people monkeys. Period.
Okay, but
Spice should have knocked all your teeth out.
Okay, so let's play devil's advocate, right? Isn't all bets off when somebody come for your kids? Like, I'm sorry, I'm not watching nothing I say out my mouth, okay? You tell me my son don't love me, I'm going for your neck, okay? Period. Yeah. That doesn't mean she's racist. It just means that's the first thing that came to her mind to defend herself.
Yeah, in a vocal argument, you're going to think of the worst possible things you can say about a person. So, like, I mean, they're both some...
Now, here's my issue with this, Michelle. Because I get it. I understand based off of that, why somebody would say, oh, you're trying to, justify what Erica Mena did. At no point in time, I want to make it very clear, and I made it clear yesterday on Morning Vibings, I'm not justifying anything that Erica Mena said at all. Okay? Right. Y'all know where my frustration was. My frustration was with production. Because y'all waited or the execs. Because y'all waited a whole damn year or however long it took for y'all to edit that damn thing to make a damn executive decision to fire her behind.
Right.
But that's not my issue. My issue is this is commentary. People need to understand the difference between commentary and being an asshole.
Yeah.
Okay? There's a difference. That is Tamar's job, to sit there and throw out questions that spark conversation. And she said, let's play devil's advocate. That is what you do to have a conversation. She's a talk show host.
Yeah. But then on their own show, like on Braxton Family Values, on Tamar and Vince, the spinoffs, you've seen Tamar will get into it with somebody, and it's the same instance. And I think people don't understand when you're shading, when you're reading, when you're mad, you'll say all kind of things, which is why it's very good that you have conversations where you apologize or move on. But at the same instance, I wouldn't say what she said should be condoned at all, or it was right. But what I will say is when you mad, people say all kind of stuff. And really, when it comes to Tamar instance, she's just giving feedback on it. And it's not like she ever said, yes, she should have said it. She's giving commentary on how she feels. And if we want to be honest, many of y'all pick and choose which read is okay, and it can be detrimental or hurtful to the next person. So, I really don't like people be like, no, child, she shouldn't have. No, she said what she said. What she said, no, she shouldn't have said it. But in the same instance, you've done the same thing. So, like, don't, let's not play like, oh, Tamar was taking up for like it's okay. No, it's not. Because at the end of the day, I don't care if you light skin black, dark skin black. If they call you a monkey, me a monkey, I'm darker than you, you lighter than me, we gonna have a problem with it. Period.
We gonna have a major problem.
So whoever give commentary on it, you can give your commentary on it, but don't try to make Tamar out to be some evil, malicious person because she said what she felt. That's her opinion.
And what she said, she did not say, and she didn't justify Erica Mena.
Right.
What she said was, let's play devil's advocate. If somebody was talking about that's what she said.
Yep, an if or scenario. You're right.
A whole scenario. Now, this is what happened, and this is why I felt like Tamar and Spice went on their grown woman shit. Because they had a conversation. They went on a live because they were like, we're going to go live because I want to make sure all y'all hoes know that we don't have a problem.
Right.
Okay? So this is the conversation that they had on the live.
And as I showed you, I didn't say nothing, derogatory towards you, nor would I ever say anything derogatory towards you.
Right.
The whole point of the matter is I was speaking from the clip that I saw and as a mother's perspective. I didn't even comment on Erica. I don't agree with Erica calling you no monkey. I think that's some real bullshit. I don't give a fuck if at the end of the day somebody did talk about your child. The first thing you should jump to is something racist. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that. You don't deserve that. Can you fucking stop? Okay, I don't give a fuck. Can you stop? Move on, please. Let's go. I just don't agree with it.
Right.
I don't agree with it. So I don't give a damn what that clip said. Y'all gonna look for that shit for yourself. I'll put it in my story. And I send it to you to put it in your story. I would never talk derogatory about you. I love you to pieces. You know how I feel about you.
And I
know
I love you too. That's why I was like, Tamar, you have my number. What is this I woke up to? And I was.
So they went on and had a full-on conversation, and kind of, make sure that the audience knew that they were cool or whatever. But right. I just feel like that's what you should have done. You should have just had a conversation, girl, because a lot of times these bloggers, or not bloggers, these the audience rather. This is what happens with the Beehive and with the Navy and the Barbs and all of these different factions or whatever. They will sit there and try to amp up. So these bone collectors will try to amp up stuff because that's not what Tamar was saying.
Right.
And so had Spice been silly enough to allow herself to fall into that, they would have been beefing too. Because if you snap at Tamar, Tamar's gonna snap back at you.
Every time. And sometimes you ain't even gotta snap at her, she'll just snap at your ass.
Right.
But what I do have to say, she's very beautiful in person. I got to say that. She's breathtaking in person. Tamar looks amazing. She was at the park Sunday. Looked very good.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, you got anything else on these two?
I don't. I just think people need to understand she gave an if or scenario. Y'all need to listen. Listen. When you listen, you'll be better. Listen.
Okay, comprehension is fundamental.
Listen.
Now.
Yeah, listen.
All right. Because because a lot of people say reading is fundamental because they get that from what is it, Paris is Burning or whatever. That's fine. Reading is fundamental, but in addition to that, you need to comprehend what you're reading too. Understand the context of what people are talking about.
But see, that's how stuff gets started. People's comprehension skills, and I tell people real quick. I don't coach comprehension. I'm not an educator. You got to get in touch with somebody else.
What I call Dr. Holtz.
What I said is what I said. If you took it the wrong way, I don't know what to do. God bless you. But I did. I'm
responsible for what I say, not responsible for how you took it.
That's right. Nor am I responsible for how you feel afterwards.
Well.
Oh, they're so shady. She listen to Cupcake on some. I'ma still call Leroy uncooked because he is. Kwame, we love you. I don't want there to ever be a moment where you feel like we don't love you.
There's nothing uncooked about me, baby. I'm telling you right now. I'm not white.
It's a little uncooked.
I'm lightly toasted, honey. We could say that, but it's not uncooked. There's nothing raw about me, honey.
Turn the heat up a little more,
So anyway, it was really nice having, Machota on here. It was cute, for Disney.
I don't know how he gonna be mad because he uncooked. I had let it go.
I'm not uncooked.
Back up. It's your Pyromaniacs. I had let it go.
Well, we may have to take some brunches.
Dead.
That's an inside joke with me. Cupcake. Anyway, let's go on to the next. Let's go to the next topic. So, tens of thousands of people at this event called Burning Man was told to conserve water and food after heavy rains left the attendees stranded in the Nevada desert this past weekend. And so for those who don't know, Burning Man is like an annual event that happens. It's where all these festival goers, it's basically a huge festival, and they go in the middle of a desert and they rough it. It's kind of like a rough version of Coachella without all of the celebrities. And so they have all these flow artists there, people who like do hula hooping and fire stuff, whatever. It's just a whole bunch of artsy fartsy people that come together, and tree huggers that come together and do drugs and do all of that stuff, whatever. Okay, that's Burning Man. And then at the end of the event, they have this big structure that looks like a man, and they burn it.
Right.
Well, this is what happened.
And the mass exodus from Burning Man is slowly moving forward after rain and mud trapped more than 70,000 festival goers for days. For now, there's new concern over what they're leaving behind. Our Liz Kreutz is there.
At Burning Man's Black Rock City, days trapped in messy sludge have now turned to hours stuck in gridlock traffic.
It was a great burn until it rained.
Tonight, the slow crawl out of the remote desert festival stretching for miles. Tens of thousands still trying to get out.
This is where festival goers finally reach a paved road, but getting here is a lesson in patience. For some, the 6-mile trip out taking as long as 9 hours.
And now questions are mounting over the chaotic mess left behind. The Pershing County Sheriff slamming the conduct of festival goers, telling the San Francisco Chronicle some abandoned their property and vehicles, leaving trash across several miles as they scrambled to escape the storm.
There have been people that have left things. I think a lot of people had a very fear-based reaction.
Organizers have not responded to NBC's request for comment about the aftermath, but veteran festival goers like Terry Galt, who's staying behind to clean up, are frustrated.
We know that people abandon their camps, so it's not surprising to hear that there was trash left behind.
What's your message to people who leave things behind?
Well, one of the 10 principles is leave no trace. So for those people who left trash behind, those aren't real burners. They probably shouldn't be out here anyway.
This all comes as authorities continue to investigate the death of a man at the height of the storm. Authorities say there's no indication it was weather related, but that conditions may have slowed their response. While most today are going out by car, some finding ways to avoid the congestion.
With the bike was just 30 minutes.
Tonight, with half the festival still inside, the famous Burning Man is gone, but a massive cleanup effort still lies ahead. Liz Kreutz, NBC News, Black Rock.
They have so much fun, right?
Now, I don't know what Burning Man has turned into. I went to perform at Burning Man when it was like the first couple of years of, like, I want to say this when I was still living in Seattle. I went, I was actually on my way to California. It was the year before, and I went to Burning Man to perform, and it was like a day trip. It's really, at least the time that I was there, it was really just a bunch of hippies and a bunch of people trying to rough it. Now it has turned into a bunch of like rich people who are trying to have a rich version of roughing it. And it's really just gross. I don't understand. Like,
well, they say it's really self-expression and self-reliance. And I guess y'all got out there and Mother Nature showed you. I can just say I wouldn't go, but I mean,
Michaela said white people. That's what I'm right. It's really not has nothing to do with us. Okay, girl, white people. Let me go there. All right, Dr. O, thank you for joining. Appreciate you. They do that in Santa Fe every year. Yeah. It's really like, you know.
It's really don't go. After this, don't go.
It's really that. It really is.
Don't go.
Don't and stop.
Right.
Okay. All right. Next up, we have Eminem sent a cease and desist and sought legal action against Vivek Ramaswamy using music in his campaign for presidency. Check it out.
Time's up, over, plow, snap back to reality.
Well, Eminem takes legal action against presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy over rapping his music at a campaign rally in Iowa. So what are the rules when it comes to campaigns and music?
CBS 13's Dominic Garcia is getting answers.
Loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out.
Vivek Ramaswamy's rapping made headlines around the world.
Time's up, over, plow.
His song of choice, Lose Yourself by Eminem.
Lose yourself in the music.
But it all ended when Eminem sent him a cease and desist letter.
This had a lot of us talking. So the question is, can campaigns use whatever the music they want during rallies?
So the short answer is no.
We took our questions to UC Davis law professor Peter Lee.
Without authorization, a campaign could not use this in a public forum. This would be infringing that exclusive right of public performance.
What's the difference between that and me going to a park with a bunch of friends and playing music?
That's a great question. So it actually depends on how many friends and how close you are with them. So certainly, if you're having a small house party, for instance, you could play music. That would not be considered a public performance. As a group gets larger and I guess less intimate, it becomes a public performance.
Her nose would grow. Some things can fall under what's called fair use, like when a campaign uses a news article in a political ad.
That's copyrighted content. I really doubt that those copyrights are being cleared. But
so here's what's irritating with me with this whole situation. I don't think Eminem did it because he, was like, I'm not getting my money because he didn't, he's using my stuff. I think he did because he doesn't like Vivek. I mean, really, it doesn't align with his principles or morals or whatever. So I think that, politically, he just wasn't feeling it. And furthermore, Vivek is not a rapper. You need to stick with your and you're not that great of a politician any damn way either.
Exactly. And Eminem is straight 8 Mile. He wasn't going for that. And I'm trying to figure out, why is the news anchor acting stupid like he don't know the difference between playing music and performing music? Like, did that go over his head? Because his show didn't go over mine. Thompson, what's the difference? Sir, playing music and performing music is different. You see, Karma walked her ass out there. She didn't perform nothing.
She didn't. She just came out there.
Nobody.
Nobody does that. It wasn't that deep.
Okay.
What are we talking about? Which comments? What is Eminem said, oh hell no. That part of the show. Right. It really right, Cupcake. That performance was trash any dang old way. If we did a good job, maybe Eminem might have reconsidered.
Yeah, like no. They acting stupid. Y'all know what's the difference between playing and performing. Cut that out.
It's very strange.
Very.
Well, good luck, girl.
No luck ever. Congratulations. Bid you Godspeed, honey.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Decent. All right. So Kevin, does Kev on stage have a point? Check him out.
There's nothing you can say on the internet that somebody can't make negative. And there's also nothing you can say on the internet that somebody can then put words in your mouth and say something you did not say. For example, this lady posted this reel and she said, ignoring everyone who says it better be a boy this time and just praying for a healthy baby, which is, gender reveal, this and that. I just want a healthy baby. Somebody responded and said, mom of an unhealthy kid here to say that those babies are equally valuable and worthy of love. She didn't say they weren't. She didn't say that unhealthy kids aren't, worthy of love. All she said is, I'm praying for a healthy baby. Somebody else said, whatever healthy means, if it's not healthy, then your prayers won't be answered. How is ableism different from being sex selective? So you can't pray for a healthy baby no more. You can't wish for health. You can't even want health. You can't wish for it. So she said to the first lady, sending you guys so much love. And another person responded, not sure what you mean by sending her love when you just insulted her child for not being healthy. But she didn't, though.
She did.
She didn't insult her child for not being healthy. All she said is, I'm praying for a healthy baby for myself. And you done told her that she won't love an unhealthy baby. You done said she insulted a woman's baby that she don't know. We don't need the internet. We definitely don't need comments because people will say you said anything. One time, Mel Mitch tweeted, "Food be good. Food be so good." And somebody responded, "Not all. But yeah, though." What did that add to our society? It's assumed you talking about the food you like be good. Why would you? When Beyonce and Al Gore conspired to make the internet, did they think it would end up like this? Because I've had it. You just can't say nothing.
What are your thoughts on this?
Well, first, to me, the first thing that it went back, when I saw it, it ruffled my feathers because it goes back to what I said earlier. You cannot coach people's comprehension. You just can't. And you cannot teach people how to damn read. What she said was not an insult. You took offense to it because your stance is different. She wasn't speaking for you. She was speaking for her. So if I say, I don't like black olives, I don't like olives in food, that don't mean that I said your food is nasty. I said what I don't like. She was speaking from her personal experience, and all of us wish well or pray for certain blessings. Some of us say, Lord, I just want a new car. And some people can't even get a car because of, many different things. That don't mean that you're shunning them. It means you're speaking from your personal experience. You're speaking for yourself. So why did they take offense? I don't know. But people are just crazy. Then she said, sinning guys you love. Why? You just offended her child. She didn't offend anybody. You took offense to it because your stance is different. Again, nobody's coaching your damn comprehension. That's her place. That's her personal experience.
And Michelle, you're a millennial like me. So like my question to you is, do you think that our generation and also the generation, like Gen Z, the upcoming generation, do you think that they're more sensitive than boomers and Gen X? Or do you think that it's just the wave of social media and how people are interpreting social media? Or do you think it's just it?
I think it's the wave of social media. I don't think it has anything to do with the level of sensitivity or maturity. I think really it boils down to if you say something or I'm reading something, if I'm already a person, because some people just carry what I call the spirit of offense, where you can even say something good or really don't mean any harm with what you're saying or conveying, and they just have to find something. They see something wrong with it because their stance personally is different from yours. So I don't think it has anything to do with generations and age groups. It has everything to do with literally your comprehension level and understand. She is speaking about herself. She can wish well and healthy on herself. That has nothing to do with your stance of life, because 9 times out of 10, your comment, she didn't know who the hell you were. So don't take it and we internalize too much. I can say something about myself, Kwame, and there's people that will take it and personalize it and internalize it. I'm like, that has nothing to do with you. If I say something on Moments with Michelle about my life and you have a different outlook or take on it, it doesn't mean that I'm right and you're wrong. It means that we're two different people with two different perspectives, and your stance is your stance. But don't take offense because I'm different than you. What she said wasn't offensive, and I actually feel bad that they're even coming at her like that, because that's her damn belly, that's her damn baby, and she can wish what she want to wish on her life.
Yeah, you better preach on today.
I preached that thing. I done got pissed the hell off. She ain't say nothing bad. Shit, I done got mad. She didn't say nothing bad. Like she did. I'm like, what did the woman say?
But this has been a way, and this is something that Kire and I talk about on about TikTok. Kire will have, and oftentimes Kire and I disagree on certain things or on a particular perspective. But one of the things that I respect about Kire is that even though we disagree on a particular topic, we still love each other. That has nothing to do with of how I view him as a person. We just, okay, you don't like Beyonce, I'm gonna look at you weird, but you don't like Beyonce. That has it's not going to hurt me. It's not going to change your check. It's not going to change her check. It's not going to change how I live in my check. You know what I'm saying? So what is that going to, what is that going to accomplish? And also, I think people nitpick certain things. Well, you have lint in your hair, Michelle. Oh, you don't like my hair? You don't like my hair? You don't like Michelle's hair now? I didn't say that. I just said that he had lint in his hair. You know what I'm saying? So they make something a big deal, or they try to misconstrue it. So narratives, happen. We were talking about that earlier in some of the stories, and how narratives happen and how narratives change. Like the whole situation with Diana Ross and Dreamgirls. She had a huge, there was a narrative spun around her about how and why the what do you call it, the Supremes broke up. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
there's a lot of different, because people only know, and that's, a part of social media. That's a part of pop culture. It's a part of the entertainment of it all. But at the end of the day, it's also kind of annoying now, because it's like we see things. It's like, how did you get all of that from her saying she farted?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you had this whole story because this person said she farted, and now she has done murdered 4 kids. Then she has done, she's done burned down the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole thing. It's
like,
crazy.
child, now you can't even give well wishes. People just take stuff wrong. Like, people can take an example wrong. Like, when you gave an example, I could have easily went to my life to do this and that, because, Kwame got 4 eyes. He might be trying to be shady. I hate to have to bop him in his shit because he uncooked. I could have done that. But it's not, that's unneeded. You know what I'm saying? Like, well wishes, it doesn't mean there's no validity to them just because you're not well. That's all I'm saying. Oh, that was too much? Oh. I'm just saying.
You sound like you got a little triggered. Michelle.
Like, I have to go through my locks. So wait a minute, because if she's trying to get cute, she got 4 eyes, she's uncooked, she can see dark stuff very well.
First of all, these are blue light glasses. I don't need these.
Oh, you don't need those?
No.
Oh, okay. I have to make sure. Oh, okay, I have to make sure, because y'all get uncooked when it come to dark stuff. I have to check to make sure you ain't got no. Wait a minute, but okay.
You a whole
you real shady. You have to watch you.
I wasn't being shady. See, this is what I'm talking about. That's what Kevin on stage was talking about.
You gotta watch you.
That's what Kevin on stage was talking about. You talk about and talk about just pulling stuff.
That's what he's saying. Oh, okay.
That's what he was saying. Soto Def says, I still say that cancel culture has birthed this willful ignorance. I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Kwame, like, it's scary. Like, you can't even give well wishes. Like, she was wishing well. Oh, my God.
Something said, quick, play the candle voice so the show can calm down.
You know hilarious. What? Okay, that don't do nothing for me. I told you, I don't do light skin stuff. I have to cook. It has to be cooked.
Right, she needs well done. Cupcake also said she was talking about her own baby.
Right,
how did they pull all of that out of wanting a healthy baby? People are weird. They are. It's a way folks just want to be victims and find something to make them want. Wow.
Yeah. They're horrible.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, that was that. Let's go ahead and move on to the next story. This one is, I saw this yesterday, child. This was a hot ass mess.
Ooh,
so it looks like the Prince George's County police officer has been suspended after the department launched an investigation into a viral video that showed the officer kissing a woman at a park near a school. Check this out.
Good evening. Off the top at 6, a Prince George's County police officer is suspended tonight after a viral video showing an officer getting into the backseat of a police cruiser with a woman.
Fox 5's Lily Zhang is live in Oxon Hill tonight with new information on what we're learning about that officer. Lily.
Jacqueline Shamari, that officer has been identified as Francesco Marlette. A department spokesperson confirms this is the same officer who in 2016 was facing allegations of child abuse. Those charges were later dropped and expunged. Now, regarding this case and this video, it has more than 2 million views online. It has only been online for about 24 hours. Police did confirm today that they are aware of this video. It is less than a minute long. In it, you see the uniformed officer with the unidentified woman. Now, they eventually get into the back of the cruiser together, and that is where the video ends. We spoke with the person who posted this online. He says his cousin shot it at the South Lawn Neighborhood Park. The state's attorney for Prince George's County says she has also seen the video, adding it is currently under investigation by Police Internal Affairs.
The difficult thing is when you are picking up things in a camera, they're somewhat one-dimensional, so you're only seeing it. You don't know the emotion, you don't know the conversation, the circumstances, and so that's why police departments have general orders on how officers should conduct themselves while in uniform, while utilizing their cruisers to prevent these types of incidents from happening. But at this point, we have no reason to believe there's anything criminal that occurred. At this point, it's an investigation of the department.
Now, the state's attorney adds at some point this case could be referred to her office. It hasn't been yet. When we checked in with the police department a little bit ago, we were told this case is still active and ongoing. Send it back.
Honey, it was the wife for me. Forget this. It was the wife for me.
It was the district attorney for me. When she said, we don't have any evidence that, points to, I was just like, oh, okay, girl. Oh, okay, girl. Sure can.
The wife said he been cheating for years.
And apparently, Michaela says that only in hold on. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. There we go. This is not the first time he has done this. I'm sad to report this news. As a fellow Maryland, they were trying to get this man fired for years, allegedly. Okay, all right. I mean,
the wife say he been cheating for years. I mean, to her, it was like, oh, and according to her, the mistress husband let her go. The mistress of the damn man, he was her husband, who he was messing with, his mistress. Her husband let her go. So I'm like, okay, well, clearly, this is his norm. I want a close-up on him for internal investigations. I want to make sure that I'm pinpointing the right person. I don't want there to ever be any interference. I just want a close-up.
I think, because, you being an interim host on here, you have to do your due diligence and, your good journalism. So I think that we should also double team this and make sure that we are on it. We need to figure out who he is, what he looks like, and his background.
And his wife is one of us, so I take it that he's okay, or must be. All I know is
look at him.
I've never known nothing to get in the back seat that can't rock it. So I'm just wanting to know, I just want to do internal investigation. I just want to make sure everything is all right. Yes, internal investigation. Cupcakes, I don't answer too many questions, sweetie. Internal investigations is what I said. Not too much. Not too much. Yes, internal investigations. Thank you. That's a little internal investigation. I'm sorry. Not too much, Miss Williams. Not too much.
It was a little. Woo! Y'all are a mess. So we're gonna continue to keep our eyes on this and our hands firmly on the grasp of the situation, and we're going to make sure that we keep you guys abreast of all of the things that are going on when it comes to this particular situation. So we're watching you, girl.
We watching you, girl.
And if you ever need to have a private conversation with Michaud, we can get that, in the back of a vehicular situation. We can get that arranged for you because he has to do his due diligence and make sure that he is investigating internally.
Yeah. He's Eastern Standard Time like me. I can jump on a plane tonight. I don't mind anything. Just let me know. I'm all about internal investigations and intercession, personal intercession together.
You kind of lay hands.
Yes, lay hands. You lay hands on me. We can transfer. It doesn't matter. Just call me. Call me.
Speaking of laying hands, the daughter of a 60-year-old woman who was beaten in a disturbing caught-on-camera assault in Harlem said, "Why I gotta be my city?" Said she's angry that nobody came to help her defenseless mom, as cops identified her alleged attacker as a 43-year-old man with at least 9 prior arrests. This is disgusting. Check it out.
Sick.
Like I'm nobody, like my life don't matter.
Speaking out from her hospital bed, Laurel is recovering after being mercilessly beaten with a belt and her cane on the subway platform.
The man is an animal. He's brutal. He had no reason and no right to be free or anything. He needs to be locked up.
It happened in Harlem last Friday around 3 a.m. at the 116th Street and Lenox Avenue station. All of it caught on camera that even police admit.
It's tough to watch. It's obviously concerning and shocking to us.
An MTA employee behind the station booth recorded the attack for over 3 minutes and appears to call someone describing the emergency.
She's being hit with a cane now.
The 60-year-old telling Pix11 she needed help walking up the stairs when the 43-year-old suspect she never met suddenly turns on her and is seen striking the victim over 50 times. Police identifying the suspect as Norton Blake. They say he has multiple prior arrests, and his last known address was the Manhattan Psychiatric Center.
He will be arrested and charged for that assault on that female.
While recording her shocking assault, some are asking if the station agents' actions were sufficient.
They're being trained, and part of the training is how to handle situations that are safety related or crime or anything that is troubling, even just quality of life issues.
I want to know what they expected them to do, the operator to do.
Sick.
Because I'm from New York, so I know how those the operators boots are. They're locked in. They're behind bulletproof. Well, I know now they're probably bulletproof now, but back then they weren't. But they're in a protected space, and that's for a reason, because people are freaking crazy. And so for me, I don't know if he's gonna wail on a woman. He would have wailed on whoever was in there too. They're not hiring young, strong people with weapons in there. They're hiring people who are probably aging out. They're probably retiring. So they would have been victims too. Number one. Number two, I know for a fact that was probably a busy area and nobody came to help that woman.
Right.
Nobody.
At 3 in New York don't sleep. Ain't nothing shut down. At 3, somebody should have helped her. It's really sick and it's sad. And you know what? Honestly, people like that, when you look at their last address, I be wondering, because I'm just like, especially even here in Atlanta, how do these people get free from anything? Like, is there not like you ain't stable enough? Like, how did he even leave that place? Because first to go, there has to be a serious problem. That's not the 7th floor, sweetie. That's the damn psych ward. Yeah. So how did you even get out? What happened?
Yeah. And I don't even care at this point how he got out. I want to know how he's gonna go back in. And before he goes back in, he needs the entirety of his ass whooped. Because you're talking about somebody's mother. You're talking about somebody's grandmother. You're talking about somebody's sister. That is crazy to me.
You're right.
That woman was over 60 years old.
He did wrong.
And you and then you beat her to the point where she became unconscious, and he kept whipping her with the belt. I didn't even see the whole video. I just saw the clip in this video. That is crazy.
Yeah, completely unacceptable. Completely it's disgusting. Like the man said, to watch it really it's disgusting. It's sad. It is sad. But see, that's why certain people have to know. Listen. You got to keep a piece on you.
Yeah.
I don't care. You better keep a piece on you. I'll tip you real quick. Oh no, gladly. Yeah, you're not gonna get me. I promise you I'm gonna get you. I promise you I'm gonna get you. And see, I'm 5'3". I'm a petite woman. So I have to be careful at all times. I don't want no kind of situations or anything, you know what I'm saying? I got to be careful. There's danger in the land. I gotta protect myself.
You're a petite woman?
Yes. It's very fragile.
Are you fragile?
I'm very fragile, so she has to be careful.
Okay.
Not too much. Not
too
much.
Okay.
Not too much on that, okay. Not too much on that, okay. Not too much.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next story. So a Los Angeles jewelry store owner, and Samuel, could you put these in order? Because we're going from one side of the coast to the next coast. It's a lot. All
you
right?
fly around for trade. You can fly around the stories.
So a Los Angeles jewelry store owner and his employees fight back during an attempted robbery. This comes after a series of other attempted robberies that have happened in the city over the past couple of months. Check it out.
Shouting, captured from inside an attempted robbery in Los Angeles. The suspect spraying a worker with what appears to be pepper spray, then once inside, smashes the glass and tries to grab the goods. But the entire store fights back, taking matters into their own hands.
My dad and my brother started hitting him, and then he brings out the pepper spray, and then he starts spraying everyone.
The man seen running away without any jewelry. Almonte police still searching for the unidentified suspect. Just days earlier, though, a similar incident at a different Los Angeles area jewelry store. Thieves pepper spraying the owner before smashing jewelry cases and getting away with more than $500,000 in merchandise.
They pepper sprayed me on my eyes and my mouth.
Typical smash and grab. Yes, they had hammers, smashed the display cases, took what they could, and then ran out the door.
Retail theft over the past few months here has grown so rampant, Los Angeles created a new special robbery task force.
No Angelino should feel like it is not safe to go shopping in Los Angeles.
But some local business owners say they don't feel safe working in Los Angeles either.
We're angry, and we're also worried about, because when he left, my brother, he told that he was gonna kill all of us, you know?
Not to mention just how to pick up the broken pieces.
I feel confused. I don't know what I should do tomorrow. To come to the store for what? Because most of the jewelry is gone.
Noah Pransky, NBC News.
Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Michaela said, you said they needed a gun because what he had was military grade pepper spray, birthday that can't hurt nobody. Well, I mean, it can immobilize you if you have a strong enough grade. He needs to be. It ain't always Florida or Texas. Not too much, Cupcake.
Yeah, that was a little much, Cupcake. That was a little much. She got real cute with that. Now that was real cute. Now she got cute with you about that, Kwame, because actually the bulk of it do be Florida. She got cute, Kwame.
Well, I'm not from Florida, so I'm okay with that. The problem is Florida. It's always been Florida.
Because I'll be honest,
yeah.
I don't know how it is in LA. You have to school me. But when I worked retail back in Gaston County, back in Mecklenburg County, back home in North Carolina, which is Charlotte and Gastonia, to operate in retail, you had to have insurance. The first thing they taught us, one of the first things they taught us, if somebody come in the store to steal, you do not stop them or interfere because everything in the store is insured. Now me, when I left from Belk and went on, Route 21, Old Navy, when I see somebody doing something, I'm going to call and report it. I'm not stopping them people from doing shit. I got one life. You can buy this jewelry again. Now, I don't know how it is out there, but if you're licensed and insured, you can file a claim and get that money back, get that stuff back. It'll take long, of course. I'm not about to stop and fight nobody to risk my life. I'm not.
Well, that's the thing, but sure, I think that's what people don't really realize. Like, yes, those things, you have to have those things in place. You have to have those insurances in place or whatever. Some are bigger. Some insurances are bigger than others, depending on what you have, whatever. But stuff like K Jewelers or like, what's another big Jared's? They have the financial ability to, if they get robbed, they can fix up things or whatever and be back up and running in a couple of weeks while they're processing the insurance. Some businesses, small and mid-sized businesses, can't afford to wait a couple of months to have things replaced or have their things fixed or whatever. That's damage to their store. That's damage in operations. That's inventory on that they can't sell. So that can do damage to some people. So I mean, of course, I'm sure that they're going to get replaced and reimbursed or whatever, but it's still a hassle. Insurance companies do make it very difficult for especially small and mid-sized businesses, because if they give issues to like K Jewelers or Jared's, like I said, they have lawyers that be like, hey girl, we need to speed this up, we got stuff to do, you know what I'm saying? Small mid-sized businesses don't really have that, and if they do, like I'm very careful about my attorney, and when I use him, because I still have to pay him for certain things, you know what I'm saying? So it's people don't realize that stuff costs. And so is it worth it in the end? But I think at the end of the day, the bigger issue, and two things that I took from this. number one, we need to look at why the rise of crime is happening, right? Why are people feeling, because it's not just people saying, I just want to go and break a store and have a problem and call it a day. It's people that are feeling like they have nothing else better to do, or nothing else that they can do, that they're feeling like that there's finance issues going on with them, that there's the economy's not doing well, so it's getting better allegedly, but it's like it's not trickling down like it used to. So it's like there is some concern, and so we have to look at the bigger issue, why are these things happening, and what can we do to cause them. Now, a lot of that has to do with legislation, a lot of that has to do with what's going on with our economy, a lot of it has to do with a lot of different factors. So it's because mid to small size business shouldn't have to go through this, but they do.
No, they shouldn't.
Because you don't see them trying to do this to Jared's or K Jewelers.
Right, but see, that's why if you hold that kind of weight and you know that you do not have the clientele, or of course you're able to spread out and branch across as much as K Jewelers or Jared's, I would make sure I have some very, very good insurance. And sell this jewelry and get it again. You get one life. I wouldn't be trying to fight guns and shit. Oh no, baby, you could take everything in here. I'm sorry. All they need to do is go to Compton, get some sterling silver, put it in the glasses. In the meantime, they'll be just fine. You can Clorox. You'll be fine. But I would get some good insurance. I wouldn't be fighting about. That's just my take on retail. Anything. I'm not chasing, fighting. No, baby. You can take all this in here because I got one of me. You gonna go to jail. You going to jail. You going to prison. It's not gonna be me. But I'm never to fight you. And to see somebody like that crazy with guns and stuff. Oh, I have all of this. No, you can have everything in these glasses. Sure can. That's just me.
Michaela said, and what shocked me was the glass wasn't bulletproof. Glass, it's bulletproof in jewelry stores. Yeah, so most, like I said, they don't have the money like that. So it's these small mid-sized businesses only have enough money to have display cases and not like the bulletproof ones that you see in these higher retail stores. But again, those higher retail stores are carrying millions of dollars worth of jewelry, so they have a little bit. Some of these stores are carrying maybe $10,000, $20,000 worth of jewelry, so it's a lot of it are cubic zirconias and stuff like that, or whatever, things that costume jewelry. So it's not like the stuff that's happening in Jared's or K Jewelers and stuff like that. But anywho, good luck, y'all. Good luck. Be careful.
Stop
out
that
there.
Fighting. Yeah, you got one life. Leave that alone.
Okay, keep it. Let's talk about the last story of the day. Now, I mentioned this yesterday in Morning Vibes, and I didn't have enough information. I do now. Okay. And I want to first show the video of the TikTok video that went viral with this young woman that was hit with a brick because allegedly she had turned down the advances of a man, and the man took a brick and hit her with it, allegedly. So let's watch the video and then we'll talk about it.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch and they don't give a. Yeah, this man hit me, grabbed a rock and it hit me in my face, and I would have given him my number. And all y'all just watch. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? What y'all do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man. Do something. Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face?
Thank you, Cupcake, for that, because I did forget to put a trigger warning in there. I apologize. But yes, that is definitely a trigger warning. Now, what are your did you hear about this situation, Michelle?
I heard about the situation. Okay. I did not get the details of it. I'm ready for you to definitely tell me what more, did you find out about it? I mean, I was taken back. Okay, if it happened, I get the fact that you're angry that black men are around, not really doing anything. But, girl, what are they going to do now? You done already been hit. Mm-hmm. I mean, I wouldn't have lashed out with them like that, because it's like, okay, they didn't do nothing. Okay, fuck y'all, whatever, move on. I wouldn't have sat there like, well, y'all didn't protect me. Okay, child, first of all, clearly they're not them type of guys. And I want everybody to understand just because it's a man don't mean that he about to sit up there and run up in your situation. And also, all skin folk are not kinfolk. So, you know, let's get past that. You've been hit, now what? You need some medical attention. Let's not take it toward them.
So I want to push back a little bit, Michelle, because I kind of don't agree with that. I don't think that we should step in front and endanger ourselves. But at the same time, if there's that many dudes around there, I think that that should have been prevented. Allegedly, I'm hearing a bunch of different things or whatever. Allegedly, she is a TikToker or a social media influencer. I don't know if she's an influencer, but she is someone that does pranks and stuff like that. She goes around slapping people or whatever. I think her name is Rose something. I forget her TikTok or whatever.
She go around slapping people.
She slaps white men. She goes around. She said something or whatever, and she slaps white men. It's like a prank or whatever. That's here nor there. Okay. My thing is this: at the end of the day, I don't care if that's what he does. You know, if he's trying to be on an episode of Punk'd or whatever the situation is. That doesn't justify you taking a brick, smacking or hitting a woman with it. Because what I've been looking at is I've been doing my research and I've been looking at what the manosphere has been saying, and you know, and those hoteps and all this other stuff, whatever. And a lot of people have been sitting there. You know, a lot of the conversation is that men, especially effeminate men, and women are you know causing problems, or they're the ones that you know that's what they say. Right. But then you sit there and say we have to protect our women, but then you don't protect the women. And so for me, yes, it already happened, but nobody at least went to check on her and say, hey, girl, let me call the police for you. Come over here. Let me, you know, try to console her or anything. They just stood there and watched her. And they also, I believe that if you can make a choice. If something is starting to escalate, you can make a choice to diffuse it or not. And if you choose to continue to feed it fuel, whatever the situation is, then you're an assailant or you're an accessory to the problem. You know what I'm saying? You are a part of the problem because you're not de-escalating it. And so for me, were there things that they could have done to de-escalate the situation? Whether she was adding it now, Michaela says the girl is crazy and she does crazy things to other people without their consent. Rumor has it that this woman allegedly spit on that man after the Vance was taken. Okay, Michaela, let's just say that was the case. Here's my thing. I know as a black man that when the police are called, my life is automatically in danger. Mm-hmm. There's no just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. My life is automatically in danger just for the presence of a police officer being in the presence of me. I already know it. Okay, so why would I, if somebody if she spit on him, if that was allegedly the truth, if she spit on him, why didn't he walk away, or he didn't call the police, or he didn't, handle? You know what I'm saying? There could have been ways to defuse the situation because you don't have to stay on the street corner and argue with this girl.
Well, see, Kwame, I think that you're raised similar how I raised, to be a gentleman, to protect women, to protect all people, to be nice and kind. I think that the first thing we have to do is understand everyone was not raised like us. So everyone is not raised to be respectful, to be concerned, to be caring. And that just goes along with personal experience and how you're brought up. Everybody doesn't have those morals and standards that we have. There's some people that just wholeheartedly, genuinely don't care. And especially if it's not in regards to them. Oh, they instantly don't care. I mean, it's not many times I've seen people literally losing it in Atlanta, and people just like, whatever, it's not me. So I get where you're coming from, but I think it still boils down to personal experience and preference to understand everybody's not the same. And even though you would have done something to diffuse a situation or assist her, some people's not going to do it. Now, the only thing that does bother me, like Michaela said, if she was spitting, no, he should not have put a brick on her. But what I can say for me, I'm a person that's very calm, chill, and collected. But if a person takes the advantage of spitting on me, that's going to anger me because I don't like spit or saliva at all unless it's in another form, praise the Lord. I know I would have, bless him. I know I would have, possibly been like, wait a minute, so I'm not going to say what he did was right. But what I am going to say, you need to, number one, spitting is already unacceptable. All this slapping and stuff that she did, I'm not saying that it's right. But what I am saying is like, I believe you just crossed the wrong person. Sometimes you can get comfortable doing things a certain way. And I think that if you did spit, like how you able to slap and walk on, you didn't understand those are two different S's. You might be able to slap and walk, but you can't spit and walk. You know, I'm not saying that it's right, like Tamar. I'm not saying it's right because it's wrong. He shouldn't have put his hands on you or a brick. But what I am saying is, Miss Mama, watch yourself. Bring it down. Bring it all the way down.
I hear you, and I totally understand that, you know, and we have to wrap up soon. I totally understand the whole situation of having to, that people are raised differently, right? Or people react differently, and people, absolutely. I'm not trying to say that everybody has to react the same. However, you and I know that we have to act accordingly when it comes to police, but when police are in a certain space, right? And so we know that there's just certain things that we just need to do to protect ourselves. And so I'm not saying that you have to be like, we come from different families, but we understand general principle and general rule, right? And I also want to address the point of I completely understand when somebody keeps poking at you and poking at you and poking at you, and they keep going, and you don't say anything, you leave it alone, they keep poking at you and poking at you, and then you wail on their asses, then you know, then people want to sit there and say, oh, well, you reacted. No, girl, you kept poking at me and poking at me. Now, when I go off and I don't stop and I keep going, now it's an issue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand, you know, the retaliation and boiling points and all of that stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that, you know, we have to look at the overall situation. And for me, from what I've seen, regardless of what she did, I don't think, even if it was like, and I'm gonna say this, even if it was Candace Owens, I would not want to see her hit with a brick.
No.
Now, you know I don't like Candace Owens.
Right.
You know she gets on the last parts of my nerve.
Right.
But to me, she is, whether she sees herself as a black woman or not, she is still a black woman in my eyes.
Right.
She's delusional. She's crazy. I would not want to see her. And for me, that's what triggered me, is the fact that I saw a black woman and you know, not necessarily being hit, because I didn't see that part, but that the ramifications of a black woman being hit with a brick. I just think that that's crazy to me. And so with all of this stuff happening, you know, hey Tony, how you doing, King? With all of this stuff happening, you know, with the back-to-back, like with the grandmother who was attacked in the New York City subway, with you know, the brother that murdered his sister, you know what I'm saying? Like with all of these different issues that we're seeing, where black men seem to be, you know, our own, seem to be disregarding the sanctity of our black women and the protection of our black women, that's frustrating to me.
Yeah.
And you know, and I'm not saying that we don't have nuance, we don't have understanding of what possibly, you know, of course, all of these things can be nuanced, right? All of these things, you know, everything has nuance when it comes to when we have discussions. But I think we do this with our trans women. You know what I'm saying? We don't protect black women as a whole. We don't protect the sanctity of black women. And so that is what I want us to get back to. That is what the conversation that I want us as black men in all of its spectrum, gay, straight, cis, you know, trans. I want black men, period, to really start looking at conversation when it comes to the narrative that's being developed around us. Because we had a narrative for so long to saying that black men don't take care of their children. And statistically, that's not true.
That's not true.
You know what I'm saying? Statistically, that's not true. But that narrative is being pushed out there. And I know media is very powerful, especially someone that has been in media for years, you know what I'm saying, and understands how narratives work, brand strategy, all of that stuff work. There are things being put out there to instinctively keep us in oppressed and keep us in a mindset. And so for me, we you know, the whole thing of like, you know, we don't want black men when they get attacked by police to have this conversation of like, well, why are you pulling up his record? What does his record have to do with the fact that, you know, he was shot by, you know, a police officer unjustly? Well, what does the fact that she does prank videos have to do with the fact that she got hit with a brick at this point in time? So that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like, yeah, we can look at all of those things, and yes, you know, we could say, oh, well, you know, she deserved it or whatever, but then we can't be hypocritical and say with the same thing, you know, about our black men. That's not fair. If we're gonna protect our black men when it comes to the and even our black women that are like Sandra Bland and you know all of the, why are you bringing up their records? Why are you bringing up you know their past? What does that have to do with the fact that they were something unjust happened to them? That's all I'm bringing up. That's all I'm saying. And that's my only point in it. I don't know we and all of us, you know, they're still talking about it. They're still having investigations. They're still having conversations. Things are still being brought up. The same thing happened. I forget the girl's name that lied about a baby on the road. What's her name? He was in the media for so long that she went missing for a little bit, but ended up, you know, we ended up finding her.
Not the girl out of Alabama, was it?
Yeah, I think it was y'all know who Carly. Thank you.
Out of Montgomery. Yeah.
Right, out of Montgomery. Yeah, Carly. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. So Carly, like our immediate reaction was just to help her, and I think that's what we should continue to do. Now afterwards, when we found out that she wasn't, you know, Shat, that we dealt with her internally, you know. Simeon says a man who claims to have been there and she was taunting the person she assaulted her before the hit, and that is why he didn't come to her defense. Okay, I hear that, but I guess, you know, I get everybody.
To every action, there's a reaction. Y'all keep your hands, feet, and other objects to yourself, like they told you in school. That's all I got on it.
So here's my thing, I'm going to leave this alone after this, because it's a moot point. Everybody has their opinion. I respect everybody's opinion. Right. But we sat there and we got mad because, and I had a whole thing in saying that trans women weren't allowed to play sports because they have testosterone and all stuff, whatever, in their bodies, and that created and y'all said that men are statistically and physically stronger than women. So if you guys are already saying that women are physically weaker than men, then why would that woman be a threat to that man? Why did you need a brick to subdue her when there was a bunch of men around there? And that's what I'm talking about. So to me, it's like none of the men could have diffused that situation. None of the men could have all of the other men. It's not just about the men not stepping in to protect her, but it was also about the men not stepping in to protect the guy if that allegedly happened.
I hope you keep a close eye on this. I would love to see what else come out about it. Keep your hands to yourself unless it's caressing Michelle. And I'm telling you now, if you're uncooked and you try to caress me, it's gonna be a problem. So we need to clarify that. Keep your hands to yourself unless you're chocolate buff and trying to caress Michelle.
Yes. Okay. And by the way, Idris says hi to you, my brother.
God bless you, Daddy. God bless you, Daddy. Yes, he says we love you.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys had a great time today, and if you enjoyed Michonne on today, he will be back every Wednesday for the rest of the every Wednesday. All right. And when he has off, we have another backup just in case. But Michonne is going to be our interim host while Kire is in school and during the semester. So shout out to Michonne for coming through. If you enjoyed Michonne, go ahead and throw some orange hearts in there. Throw some fire signs in there. If you enjoyed the show, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out because we gotta pay them bills, y'all, and it does help with the algorithms. Okay?
Yeah.
And also share to make sure you guys share and let people know about all of the things that is happening here on Pyro Media, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love you guys. Michonne, thank you. It's always a pleasure having you on here and chopping it up with you, bro.
Thank you, my love. Yes.
All right, y'all. We love you guys. We'll see you guys on the next one. And Kire will be here on Friday, so we'll see you. See him on Friday. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, it's a great day to have a great day.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.